Hi, this is Yogesh Chabria. And many times you will go out and tell people, if you have experienced something beautiful, you'll share it with people. So let's say you've experienced meditation, or you've read a beautiful book, or you've started exercising, and you go out and you share it with your loved ones, you share it with your family, you share it with your friends, and you tell them, hey, I've started meditating, it's such a beautiful experience, or I read this book, it was such a beautiful book, or I started exercising and it was such a beautiful experience, it changed my life. Why don't you do it? And many times people will tell you, I would love to, but I don't have the time. Has it happened with you? Think about it. Have people told you, I don't have the time? And whenever somebody tells you, I don't have the time, what they're actually telling you is, this isn't a priority for me. I'm not meditating because it isn't a priority. I'm not exercising because it isn't a priority. It's not because they don't have the time. If you were to observe anybody's day, if you were to observe their day, if they really wanted to meditate, if they really wanted to exercise, they would create time. Think about it. How much time do you spend, doing things? If you observe your day, if you track your day, if you are somebody who tells yourself, I don't have the time to exercise, I don't have the time to meditate, I don't have the time to learn, I don't have the time to love, I don't have the time to laugh, I don't have the time to joke. And if you were to observe your day, you'll think about it. How much of your time is spent on things which don't matter? You watch news that doesn't affect your life, you play video games, you're hooked onto social media, you keep watching programs almost like a zombie. No, not you in particular, but people in general. Sometimes you might get offended, but it's okay. Even if you get offended, that's perfectly fine with me. A part of my job is to offend you, so that you have a realization. Many times, only if I offend you do you have a realization. Sometimes you need to offend some people to have a realization. So whenever somebody tells you, I don't have time, or you tell yourself, I don't have time to do this, what you are actually telling is, this isn't a priority for me. If you tell yourself, or if you tell your family, or if your friends or your loved ones, I don't have time, what you're actually saying is, I don't have time for you. I don't believe you are a priority for me at this moment in my life. And I'm nobody to judge. I don't say what is good, what is bad, but whatever you do comes back to you, right? If you don't take care of your health today, that comes back to you in 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 years. If you don't take care of your mental health, of your inner peace, of your joy. In fact, if you meditate, meditators also have this natural glow on their skin. Your skin becomes better, right? If you meditate. You become healthier. If you don't do that, well, you have the impact of that too. You need to resort to pills, you need to do so many things. So everything you do has an impact, right? That's what science says, right? That's what Einstein said. Everything you do has an equal and opposite reaction. That's also in your life. So if there is something that you really want to do, stop saying, I don't have the time. Ask yourself a better question. Ask yourself, how can I create time for this? If I want to meditate, how can I create time for this? If I want to exercise, how can I create time for this? If I want to spend time with my wife, with my husband, with my loved ones, with my kids, with my parents, with my friends, how do I create time for this? If I want to travel, if I want to experience the world, how do I create time for this? If I want to learn a new skill, how do I create time for this? And you will realize almost 90% of the things you do in your day are useless. You don't even need to do it, right? You don't need to do it. You don't need to read the newspaper. You don't need to watch news. Huh? Most of the things that are not relevant to you. And now once that time frees up, you replace it with things that matter. Because remember, life is time. Your life is time. Right now, you and me, you're choosing to watch this. You're choosing to listen to me. But don't just listen. Don't just watch. I tell people, if you just listen to me, if you just watch me, nothing will change in your life. You need to go and experience it. It's all about the experience. Whatever you learn, let's say you learned one thing today from me, through me, not from me, through me. I'm a catalyst. Just go and experience it. Try it out, because only the experiences. You can't learn swimming by watching a video. You can't learn swimming by listening to me. You can't learn swimming by reading a book. You need to jump into the waters and enjoy the waters. And sometimes the water will go in your nose, it will go in your mouth, but that too is a beautiful experience. Take care, lots of love to you, and best of luck.